Still, 24 hours on, it was time for tunnel vision, Chelsea style. Back in the autumn sunshine, we all wondered how the West London millionaires would cope with a cold and miserable Wednesday evening in January. On a rough, tough night in a wild northwest, we found out.
Robin twisting and turning, now shooting and beating Brad Friedel. Dickoff with Robbie Savage, down he goes, and the challenge from Paulo Ferreira. Penalty given. Paul Dickoff to try and score against Chelsea. Chec saves, nothing will beat him.
You might be safe to put your shirt on Chelsea for the title. Their overall lead at the top extended. Surely nothing can stop them now. Or can it? So Chelsea have a huge lead at the top of the Premiership. The title's theirs, unless they let it slip. Then again, they wouldn't be the first. On this day in 1996, Kevin Keegan's Newcastle also led the Premiership and Manchester United by 11 points, before defeats like this one at Liverpool saw their title dreams disintegrate in the season's final third.
We were seen as the entertainers. When you look at Chelsea nowadays, they don't give any goals away. In our games, you knew that there was going to be goals. The manager's ethic, you may score 2, but we'll score 4. To beat Chelsea or to beat any team, you've got to score goals, and if you're not giving goals away, you give yourself a chance. And the way they've gone this season, you can't see them slipping up and all of a sudden letting in a barrage of goals.
There are a couple of possible clouds on the blue horizon. Ian Robbins had a major impact on Chelsea's season. They scored less than a goal a game without him and scored 2.5 goals a game since he burst into the team. His absence through injury could be critical, and of course success comes at a price. Games, lots of them. The Chelsea fixture list is getting pretty congested. Then there's the alleged illegal approach to Arsenal's Ashley Cole. Though Arsenal are yet to make a formal complaint, there remains an outside chance the leaders could have points deducted. Chelsea, unsurprisingly, aren't being drawn.
For the next season, I want 2 players always competing for the same position. So instead of Babayaro and Wainbridge and somebody else.
We are neighbours clubs, and I feel it's important that you have open and fair relations between clubs who are in the same city, and all the rest is down to them. I don't know, have I met him, they can deny it, it's simple.
Well, this is how the top 3 look then in the Premiership after those games, with Chelsea 11 points ahead and Manchester United and Arsenal swapping places. United now 2 points ahead of the Gunners. And of course, more word from the Ashley Cole saga. No comment yet from Chelsea. In terms of Arsenal, I suppose the ball's now in their court, although the Premier League really can't do anything until they hear from Arsenal, really.
Oh, I can't say why they can't do anything. I think they can. They step in when they think they need to on any other occasion. But I think it's a strange thing that's happened to you. If I was a manager, the first thing I'd say to Ashley Cole on the Monday morning, were you there? Find out. I'll give you one chance to answer me yes or no. And that would sort that out right away. You'd know fine if he was there or not. And also, it worries me that why have Arsenal not done anything about it? Like sue the newspaper if it's wrong, or Chelsea suing them if it's wrong. Sorry, I've got the wrong way around, but Chelsea suing them. So it's a worrying situation that I just wonder if Chelsea, Arsenal are scared to go for Chelsea in case they've got something in the cupboard themselves, because agents would know what's going on before. So maybe Arsenal try to keep it quiet.
Don't you think if Arsene Wenger really, truthfully wanted to know what happened, they'd gone to Ashley Cole and said, as you say, did you or didn't you?
But
it's not happened, has it?
It worries me in case that Chelsea have got something on Sunday. Because all the agents seem to deal with the same top clubs.
This has gone for years and years.
It's nothing new, is it, tapping up?
I think tappings went on, but maybe not if this has happened.
But what is tapping? Where's the border?
Even if you get...
If you have a meeting, which has been reported this week, that they had a meeting, that's going over...
That's too blatant.
The line.
That's too blatant. I think the
phone calls are all right, isn't it?
Or even used to do in the old days, because managers used to say to me, once you go to an international game, if you're sitting beside the guy, ask him if he'd like to join our club. If he says no, then fine, you forget it.
Well, let's talk about matters on the pitch, because obviously Chelsea now 11 points ahead. Manchester United bit into Newcastle's lead back in '96. I think it was 12 points at one point. Can that happen again, Peter?
Well, I mean, the way Chelsea are going at the moment, there's no similarities to the Manchester United-Newcastle thing, because Newcastle was leaking goals, but they were scoring a lot of goals as well. That was the way that they were winning their games, and eventually that caught up with them, and we took advantage of that. At the moment, you can't see anybody scoring against Chelsea. They defend so well. They're cutting it fine. They're winning 1-0 again. They're back to 1-0. Blackburn, midweek, missed a penalty. So it doesn't take much at this moment in time to sort of, for Chelsea maybe to go the other way, but they are defending so well, and that's a big difference.
One word answer, no.
No. Well, you said that 2 weeks ago, didn't you? Chelsea, remaining fixtures. They have to lose 4 fixtures in the league to allow the other
words,
2.
Manish. Straws clutching at. That'll deal with that. You've got to give them, by the way.
Right, Gordon, can they drop? Can they lose 4 games?
I'm sitting here with a list, and you've got to say I've got to pick out 4 games where they can drop. Sorry, I'm still with him.
It's not going to happen.
You're desperate to make it close, but I can't see it.
No.
You know, because there's such a. How many goals have they lost? 7 goals, 8 goals.
Well, they could beat the record. That's the other thing.
That's the secret. I think when Newcastle did it, there was goals going in.
Aye.
It was 5-4s, 5-3s. The game could go. They know how to finish games off.
Yeah, and who's going to win the race for second place?
I think Manchester United will win it. And I think there might be a bigger action even from Arsenal today. I think they go to Villa. It's a tricky game for them. But United got the bit between the teeth. They're also playing very well. The match winners are all fit as well.
I actually think United, at this moment in time, is the team in the Premier League that plays the best football.
Yeah.
Scoring most goals, and they are defending well as well, winning games, and, you know, had they started this run maybe a bit earlier.
Yeah. If it weren't for the fact that Chelsea had been brilliant,
It's
United would be a lot closer.
Right. Well, Arsenal's and Manchester United's goalkeeping problems have been well documented, but the same could hardly be said of Chelsea. 22-year-old Petr Chec has been a regular at Stamford Bridge, and this week he completed 781 minutes without conceding a Premiership goal, breaking the previous record set by a certain Peter Schmeichel. Selina Hinchcliffe has been talking to Chelsea's number 1.
I just hate conceding goals.
What a fine save by Petr Cech.
I think this is amazing and exciting to play in England.
That's a splendid save by Petr Cech. Cech saves. Nothing will beat him.
I don't know if I'm crazy. It's up to the other people to confirm.
But you clinched the record this week for the longest period of time in the Premiership without conceding a goal, just over 13 hours. How important was it to you to beat Peter Schmeichel's record?
Of course, I'm very pleased because he was one of the model players for me when I was a child, and I always wanted to be like him. So I'm proud of I could break his record. But for me, the most important thing is that this record helps us to be 11 points ahead on the top of the Premiership, and we are in the race for a title.
Back in 2001, you went over 1,000 minutes without conceding a goal. Do you just hit a really good patch of form, or are you lucky to play with some of the world's best defenders?
I don't know. I think the key is that we have a great defense. We played defensively as a team very well, and we played as a team. We have great spirit. I think I have a great season as well, so in cooperation of everything like that, we could achieve this record.
Now, Arsene Wenger was a big admirer of yours, and perhaps you could have moved to Arsenal. How different would life have been? Do you think about that?
When I had an offer from Arsenal, I was 19 years old. I was maybe too young to join Arsenal, and I couldn't obtain a work permission to join Arsenal. It was for this reason that it was everything over.
As it was, Claudio Ranieri won the race to sign Chec as competition for Carlo Cudicini. But when the 22-year-old arrived, Jose Mourinho was the boss he had to impress.
I had to start from the beginning, from zero, because nobody knew me a lot. Even Claudio Ranieri, he doesn't know me. He didn't know me very well, maybe. I wasn't thinking about who is the manager. I wanted to do my best and to be first choice.
It's fantastic.
Reputedly the best in the Premiership this season, Petr Cech.
This goalkeeper is magnificent.
But it's an outstanding save from Petr Cech. What does a team have to do to score against this man?
My favorite save? probably is going to be the save against Tottenham.
Decent cross, oh! Fantastic save by Petr Chec. What outstanding reflexes to deny Robbie Keane.
I think because our team spirit is great, and sometimes when we come back or when we have a day off, sometimes we are doing something together, like PlayStation tournaments or just to spend the afternoon together. I think it's great for the team spirit and for us. I think we can go really far because we are playing well in this moment. We have great team spirit. I think we have everything what we need, and if we have a little bit of luck, maybe we can go really far.
Well, Peter, he says he's a big admirer of yours. Is that reciprocated?
It is, yeah. I think he's an immensely talented young goalkeeper. He's been very fortunate to come in and play in this Chelsea side, who in the last couple of years has developed a style of playing which favours defending. They're very well organised, and whenever he's been called upon, he's been absolutely magnificent. And I mean, he doesn't take a lot of credit for what's happened at Chelsea, because there's so many stars there. I mean, we've got Lampard scoring that many goals, and you know, Robin and Duff. He's come in there and with the defence, he's stabilised everything, and they're so hard to break down, and he has to take a lot of credit for that.
How hard is it to maintain your
good question, that
concentration for 90 minutes?
That is the best question you've asked for ages.
That's very kind of you, Mark.
No, because I tell you what, because all goalkeepers can make the saves, but it's the concentration level is a difference.
But that is exactly what it's all about. When you play for a top team, a team that's going the way that Chelsea are going at the moment, you will be called upon in every game. It could be once, it could be 5 times, but whenever you're called upon, you've got to be there. And for him at 23 to produce that level of concentration, I'm a big admirer of him. I think he's done really well.